Welcome back. We got the Week 14 quarterback rankings here. Just getting ready to start here in just a second, but if you haven't seen the wide receiver rankings video, definitely go back and look at that one. Came out a little bit earlier today. Helps us go a long way. Like, subscribe. We're getting close to our goal that we want to hit for the end of the year here. A couple more weeks left, and we got fantasy football playoffs starting next week, so let's make the most of it and make sure you are subscribed for sure, because that will help you out, or at least we're attempting to help you out here when it comes to the playoffs. Definitely looking good in 3 out of my 4 leagues, so looking for 3 championships this year. But other than that, why don't we just go ahead and jump into the quarterback rankings for Week 14. And kicking us off, we got number 1, Tua Tagovailoa at home against the Titans here. Good opportunity for Tua here at home. Titans are near the bottom of the pack when it comes to points given up to quarterbacks and wide receivers, so it's definitely a good combo, especially when you have Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle, let's be honest. Number 2 is going to be Dak Prescott versus the Eagles here. Dak Prescott has been killing it, like I stated earlier. Last week when it came to the rankings as well. Dak Prescott against the Eagles was a great opportunity, especially at home against the Eagles in a divisional matchup that Dak will need to win to continue that momentum. Number 3, you got Josh Allen at the Chiefs, another good opportunity for him, especially coming off a bye week. And his opponent, Patrick Mahomes, against the Bills. Home game for Patrick Mahomes after a little bit of a stun against Green Bay. Some people might consider that a stun against Green Bay, where Green Bay just overall just played better than the Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes looking for a bounce back here as a home game in Arrowhead. Number 5, Jalen Hurts versus the Cowboys. This game is in Dallas, so it's going to be a little bit tougher for Jalen Hurts. He is also in concussion protocol at the end of that game, so definitely look for him to potentially be a question mark going forward. But if he does play, he's definitely in that top part, so he's going to be number 5 for me. Number 6 could be Jared Goff at the Bears. Good opportunity for Jared Goff after just a great performance against the Saints. Look for that to continue in Week 14. Number 7 is going to be Lamar Jackson versus the Rams here. A home game for Lamar after a bye week, so good opportunity for him. 8 is going to be C.J. Stroud at the Jets. A little bit of a tougher matchup for him. I honestly think so. However, the way C.J. Stroud's been playing with so much poise, I think he can still develop into a top 10 this week for wide receiver or for quarterback rankings. Number 9 is going to be Brock Purdy versus Seattle. Not the best outing last time against Seattle on Thanksgiving, but that was in Seattle, a tough stadium. Now he's home against Seattle, and that's going to be comfort for Brock Purdy, so he's going to be number 9. Number 10, Jordan Love at the Giants after a great performance against Kansas City at Lambeau Field. Look for Jordan Love to continue doing it like he did last week. It is almost unbelievable how, I'm not going to go that far, but it definitely seems like Green Bay is on their 3rd franchise quarterback in a span of almost 30 to 40 years, which is unbelievable. Number 11 is going to be Trevor Lawrence at the Browns. I like Trevor Lawrence a lot, and I like what he's been doing the last couple of weeks here. However, up against the Browns in December in Cleveland is going to be a little bit tougher. It's not that warm weather they're used to, so we'll see what Trevor Lawrence can actually do, but he's going to be number 11. 12 is going to be Justin Fields versus the Lions. Decent opportunity for Justin Fields after a bye week and after going up against the Lions. I mean, he played well against the Lions, had a bye week, and now he gets the Lions again. So Justin Fields, a home game against them, is also another better opportunity for him. 13 is going to be Justin Herbert versus the Broncos. Defense for the Broncos was good for about 4 or 5 weeks, and then they kind of fell apart against C.J. Stroud and the Texans. Look for Justin Herbert to have a bounce back as well after the Chargers were only able to put 6 against the Patriots in Week 13. 14, Russell Wilson against the Chargers, the opponent here. Chargers are near bottom of the pack when it comes to points given up to receivers, and obviously quarterbacks are going to benefit from that as well, so definitely look for Russell Wilson to have a little bit of a bounce back from Week 13. 15 is going to be Matthew Stafford at the Ravens. The Rams just played really, really well. Matthew Stafford played well the last 2 weeks now. A little bit of a tougher matchup against the Ravens, which is why he's middle of the pack for me. But over these other quarterbacks, I definitely like Stafford at 15. Number 16, we got Gardner Minshew at the Bengals. Bengals are giving up a decent amount of points to quarterback. Not the best opportunity for him here, so definitely look for that to kind of step back here. But Gardner Minshew should have a decent opportunity over a couple of these other matchups coming up here as he is in Cincinnati. He should have a good opportunity to put some decent amount of points on the board for you. 17 is going to be Geno Smith at the 49ers after a great game against Dallas. Hopefully he can continue that ride here. But it is up against the 49ers, and they struggled at home against San Fran. So I don't know about feeling any better about him going there and playing as well. But nevertheless, I think Geno Smith could still move up a little bit. It's tough against the 49ers. Whenever he plays them, he tends to struggle. So he's going to be 17. 18, we got Joe Flacco at home against the Jaguars. I expect Joe Flacco to be the starting quarterback for the Browns again this upcoming week, as he was the better quarterback over the last couple of weeks. Now he had the opportunity last week against the Rams, and they played very, very well for the most part. So look for Joe Flacco against the Jaguars here in Cleveland to have a good opportunity. Man, that is weird to say. 19, Josh Dobbs at the Raiders. Hopefully a bounce back week with Josh Dobbs, especially because he's supposed to get Justin Jefferson back. And the Raiders do tend to give up a decent amount of points to quarterbacks, especially rushing ability quarterbacks like Josh Dobbs. So he's going to be number 19. Number 20 is going to be Baker Mayfield, the Falcons. Falcons defense has been playing legit the last couple weeks, and I don't expect an easy matchup for Baker. But hey, we'll see what ends up happening. 21, Desmond Ridder versus Tampa Bay. That Tampa Bay defense can implode, but Desmond Ridder has not shown very, very much. Last couple weeks, he's done a little bit better. I need to see a little bit more consistency from him other than just 2 weeks, though. 22, Aiden O'Connell coming off a bye week as well versus the Vikings. This is going to be a good opportunity for him at home against the Vikings. Number 23 is going to be Jameis Winston versus the Panthers. Panthers can be stingy against wide receivers and quarterbacks, and Winston does not always have the best ability of scanning the field and making decisions for the right time in the right place. So Jameis Winston's decision-making is going to be questionable here. So he's going to be number 23. 24, Bryce Young at the Saints. This is going to be a test game for Bryce Young in a tough environment here as well. He needs to start picking it up a little bit. This team is not doing great, so he's going to be number 24 for me. Number 25, Jake Browning versus the Colts. Tough matchup for Jake Browning, but I do like him over the other quarterbacks that could have been put in here. So give me Jake Browning at number 25. And that'll do it for our Week 14 quarterback rankings. So go ahead and subscribe if you haven't done it already. Like I stated earlier, it goes a long way with us. We're getting close to our goal here. And again, we got fantasy football playoffs kicking off next week. So definitely look out for those videos next week. But we have more videos to come this week, so stay tuned. And we'll see you a little bit later. Have a good one. We'll talk to you.